Hi, this is Claire from Berry Do Papery, and today I'm going to show you two ways of doing a zipper card. So basically a lot of people sell the zipper cards at the paper tray ink release, and just because of budget reasons they didn't get them. So I was one of those people, but I still really liked the idea, so I wanted to make my own. So I did. And here's one of the cards I made for the festivities, and it just peels away like that. So I had some questions on this, so I thought I would show you how to do this, and a way I kind of just recently discovered. So I guess we'll show you the first way, using the card I just showed you. So I'm just going to, since this is just scrap paper, I'm just going to kind of do this sloppy, but obviously when you're making your card, you want it to be nice. So you can just take your time on this, but I don't want to take forever on the video, so just make those lines. And the reason we're making these lines, oh, and also you probably want to press down as hard as I did, but since this is kind of shiny paper, I wanted to make sure that you're able to see on camera. Anyway, the reason why we're making these lines is because it's going to be a guide to where we're going to cut using the scissors. And if you actually have, let's say the paper tray ink shear, I think the shear die, it's just like this, then you don't really need these lines. But if you use these scissors, then you're going to need lines to help guide you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the points of this meet up with the line. I don't know if you're able to tell on the camera, so I'm just going to let you know what I'm doing. Okay. And now we'll go ahead and do the other side. I'm making sure that the point meets up with the line again. Okay, so now we're going to take our other piece of paper right here, and I'm just going to put some adhesive. Now, at least with the paper tray ink die, you need to put a ton of adhesive on the bottom, but you don't really need to on this card, since you're not actually like ripping away anything. So just make that up and put a little bit of adhesive on this, and likewise you don't have to put a ton of adhesive on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squish this one up there. Actually, I'm going to stamp my sentiment first, because the less amount of times you spend peeling away the strip, the better it will stay in there. So, just roughly stamping something, because I'm not going to be using this for a card, so I'm just kind of quickly putting this together. And what you could do, at least on this card, I cut this little hole right here. I was thinking it might be easier if, like in the paper tray ink die, you just cut away some pieces like that. So we're gonna stick, oh, I actually cut it backwards. Oh well, I guess we'll be peeling from the other side. We're just gonna put that in there. I'm not erasing my lines, just for the sake of making this video shorter. And now you can just peel it away like that. What I did with this card is I went over on this edge with versamark, because it's kind of gluey, but it's not, permanent. And I also put some little dots of versamark there just for a little extra adhesive. If you want, you could put adhesive on the end to make sure it stays down, but this actually, I keep peeling it away, it actually stays in pretty well. I'll shake the card and, just peels up a little bit. So that's one way of doing it. I'm going to show you another way that I just recently discovered is, if you noticed, tissue boxes, at least in the US, you peel off the tops to get into the tissues. So I thought that might work for the zipper idea. So you have to, when I stitch this without any thread in the sewing machine, we have to make sure that the stitches are really close, because if you make them not close enough, let me see, here we go, and the paper will just kind of fall apart. So you need to make sure that they're really close. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this, and since you will be tearing this away, you need to make sure you have enough adhesive on the top and on the bottom, but make sure you do not put adhesive on the line that you stitched. That will create some problems. So I've already stamped the sentiment right there. Actually, I have to cut a little slit here. Actually, I want to make that a little bit sharper right there. And I'm just kind of quickly doing this. So I'm just going to adhere this. And I'm going to really press down on these lines right here. Right over here, so the adhesive is really sticking. And then you can, when you're sending this, you can kind of peel this up so the recipient will know. And you just peel away. And then you've got your little strip. Of course, this doesn't really fit back like this one does. So at least won't work for photography. But if you're actually sending the card to someone, then this is the way to go. But make sure that you have your stitches very close together, so you don't get something like this. So I've just quickly mentioned another way I was just recently thinking of. If you want, you can take a trimmer. A guillotine trimmer won't work. Let me show you my Fiskars trimmer. Right here, where you can selectively cut, you could make, let me show you quickly, kind of like make stitches kind of like this, just cut out like along these lines if you want, and leaving this space over here, do not cut in the unpenciled area. And then, you know, I was thinking that might work as well. I actually haven't tried it yet. You could give it a go and see how you like that. But that's just a couple ways so you can get your own zipper card. So, I hope that's helpful, and thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.